just point at me and I'll change it because it's not up right now.
Hi, I'm Daren. This is my twin brother. You can't tell, David. As you can tell, we're lawyers. No, we're in a band called Rock Hollywood. We've been around here for 23 years, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're also the owners of Rising Star Photography. We actually started and same year we started our band, 2002. We started as a band rehearsal studio. We're not really doing that right now. We did it for like 30 years, and we kind of changed our focus to photography. I just, as I say, I won't go into the whole story, but I double-lucked myself into photography. Somebody was looking for a photographer at the time, a friend of mine, and I wasn't a photographer. I didn't even really own a camera, and for some reason I told him I would do it. And I didn't tell him I didn't even have a camera. I went out and bought a camera and set up a shoot and turned the pictures in and got the job. So, like, you know, never say never.
To reference that, a long time ago, I didn't play keyboards, but I joined the band and played keyboards. They didn't want another guitar player, so Daren asked him, well, if he gets some keyboards, can he play keyboards in the band? So they said, yeah. You know, they didn't know I didn't play, but I learned pretty quick, and so we've kind of got a history of just, you know, jumping out there and then shooting and answering questions later.
Yeah, and this is some of our photography work. We do all kinds of different types of photography. Mainly for the last 9 to 10 years, I've been doing real estate, but the last 2 or 3 years have not been the best for that. So, you know, we've done so many things that I can't remember everything we've done, but we've done a lot of events, bands. My first job was photographing models. Wasn't a bad first job, but so yeah, we kind of opened ourselves up to doing all kinds of different things. But yeah, we're looking to do more events going forward. We've done some events here at the convention center, like NCAA stuff and gymnastics and you know, basically whatever is out there. And we've done some stuff out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway with Lexus. We shot an event out there several years ago. Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite things to do is photograph beautiful downtown Indianapolis, and I think some of my better work is my outdoor work with landscape. So I photographed that off of the top of Riley Towers. At the time, I was photographing for a company doing virtual tours, and they hired me to go to Riley Towers and do some photos of the apartment and of the downtown Indy landscape. And I asked them if I can come back and get on the roof and do some pictures of Indianapolis, and I got lucky and they let me do that. I'm kind of actually not big on heights, but you know, to get a good shot, I'm willing to go the extra mile. So that was taken from the top of the South Tower, Raleigh Towers. So I remember even back then, it's been a while, but I remember even David Lindquist, who used to be with the Star. I remember him complimenting that picture, and that really meant a lot to me. All right. You might recognize that guy right there, and everybody else here. That was that's Dave Letterman, if you can't tell with the beard, but that was the Peyton Manning statue unveiling back in, I think that was 2017. So I have to say this, Larry knows, Dave is on our bucket list, so if you happen to find out that Dave's in town, let us know. But, yeah, actually, we photographed that event, and, Dave was up at Ball State several years ago, doing some kind of an interview session. So we actually got to photograph that too. And, I guess one other thing, I've only done it once or twice, but, I have done some work with TMZ. Back when the Jared Fogle trial was going on, they hired me. It was kind of a last minute thing, but they hired me to I was actually doing video that day. But it was a cool experience. You know, it's a sad experience, but it was cool to be in the courtroom with all these reporters, like from all over the country too. But you know, reporters from Indianapolis that I grew up watching on TV, like Derek Thomas and several other people. And it was just it was a surreal experience to be in the courtroom covering that story with all these other reporters that I grew up watching. Okay. And that was the Alexis driving school event. I think that was 2018 or 19. 2018, I think.
17.
There was a driving school at Motor Speedway. It was a 2-day event that we got hired. That was last minute too. I found out the day before. A good friend of ours who we went to high school with, Ron Green, he used to be the PR guy at the track. And right before Doug Bowles came in.
They need some photographs and some video. It was a Lexus event where people who drive Lexus or wanting to purchase a Lexus vehicle would go out to the track, and for 2 days, 2 or 3 days, they would just drive around different courses and get used to driving a Lexus car, and they needed photographs and video of the event. So we were happy to get that opportunity because, you know, we love going out there to the track, just like we did, you know, a month or 2 ago with Visit Indy. That was a really cool experience.
Yeah, that ended up being a really busy weekend. Like I said, it was a last minute thing. We found out I got a call at 6 o'clock the night before from Ron and asking if we were available for this, and like I actually had 10 real estate photo jobs to do the next day, and I was like, but I don't want to turn this down, so like just shoot first and ask questions later. We'll do it. And we went out there and I did half of it. I had to go out and photograph the 10 real estate jobs, and then left David there to do the photos, and we did photos and video that day. So that was a really fun event.
Product photography. Product photography.
Yeah, we've done a lot of product photography too. I just got finished doing a project for a company called J. Lewis Small up in Elwood. I photographed a bunch of school rings, like for colleges, like for sports and stuff like that. So, you know, we have light boxes where we do product photography too. Okay. Downtown Canal, just happened to catch a rainbow here in the fountain. But like I said, that's one of my favorite things to do. There's not always a lot of jobs that pay, you know, to do that, but it's, you know, when I'm not doing photos to get paid, I'll leave a photo shoot and go downtown and on the canal or Monument Circle or White River State Park and do some photos. And it's just, you know, when you love what you do, whether you get paid for it or not, you still like to do it. Okay, and we make some of these photos available for sale for prints. We've had a lot of people want prints for the house or for the office. So some of these pictures are available for print in different sizes. This is Eagle Creek. I'm sure many of you have been to Rick's Boatyard. So you know, that's one of my things that I do. Like I said, after I get done doing a bunch of real estate photos, if I happen to be on that side of town, that was kind of my place to go. I'll sit in the parking lot and just look at the water and just kind of relax. At the end of the day, I might sit there and edit my pictures, and it's a relaxing thing to do, just to just to see it, but I still, like I said, after I get done doing photos, I'll go and take pictures of the sunset or something like that. So that was at Eagle Creek right there by the parking lot at Rick's Boatyard. Oh, look at that. This was, I'm sure you remember, this was the Visit Indy event with Peyton Manning. So I think you might know that guy right there, a guy named Chris Gall. There he is. So, and a little quick story. What year was that? Yeah, in 2000, David got the opportunity to teach Peyton Manning guitar lessons. So, now I will say, we got to go there to his apartment. That was in 2000. So it was like, I think it was like his second year and third year. As good as he is or was as a football player, he was kind of that bad as a guitar player. He was just learning though. His girlfriend, it was his girlfriend at the time, Ashley. I was sitting in a tire store getting tires put on, and I read this article. They're talking about the Colts going into the playoffs, and Peyton had just got a guitar for Christmas, and he didn't know how to play, so I don't know how to play. And like, there were a lot, I'm sure there were a lot of guitar players on the Colts at the time. Jim Irsay, Hunter Smith played, he's got his own band. So I figured, somebody's gonna teach him. But I told David, write a letter to Peyton, ask him if he wants guitar lessons. And it's like, it's a shot in the dark. But he wrote to him. Several weeks later, wherever it was, we're at the studio. I'm on the phone and I'm like, hang on, somebody's calling. Hello, David Short there. I mean, I can't do Peyton, but yeah, I was like, who is this? Like, Peyton Manning. Yeah, hang on a second. It's like, David, Peyton's on the phone, and he taught him guitar. So that's like some of these stories that, where we do things that you don't know what's going to happen, and you figure it's just a shot in the dark. You never know. So, if you've ever had something that you wanted to do, but you were unsure about doing it, take that chance. Life is short. Just take the chance. You never know what can happen. It could be the one thing that leads to a goal or a dream that you've always had. And sometimes, like, I wasn't planning on being a photographer, so, I had no plans on being a photographer. So here I am. I'm so glad, because as musicians, we're on the creative side, and I think photography is a great complement on the creative side. And when you do what you love to do, it's still work, but it doesn't really seem like work as much as something you don't like to do. So.
Any questions?
Have you guys ever shot a wedding before?
What's that?
Have you guys ever done photos for a wedding before?
Weddings. Oh yeah, weddings. Yeah, we've done weddings. I was just talking to somebody earlier. Yeah, we've done weddings here and there. It's not our main focus, but we've done a lot of smaller weddings, like I said, to my friend over here, the backyard stuff. I've done some church weddings too, but that's like, I'm not necessarily a wedding photographer, but so I just kind of, like, if I put it out there, it's like, yeah, I'll do the smaller stuff. And like, I've done a lot of backyard weddings where it's just like a low budget thing, and a lot of it's for friends too. So I did a wedding in Greenwood one time, and it was in their backyard right next to the pool, and right in the middle of the wedding, their dog walks right through the ceremony, they're like getting ready to exchange vows, and the dog walks right through it. So that's, fun stuff that you won't see that in the church. But yeah, we do a lot of smaller weddings. So.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.